Same DNA,
Different opinions,
always honest.
always entertaining.
This is Two's Company.
Your new favourite mother-daughter catch-up.
Welcome, guys, to our episode. A little miss full of energy over here. Do you know the first time, every time you do an episode, you're like, like every single time.
I think it's because you're so out there and it makes me just like, it's too much. Because I was just about to say, welcome back, and you're like, welcome back, guys! And I'm like, whoa. Need a moment. That's why I need a moment. Because your personality is like too much for me sometimes.
Oh, I don't even think I'm that much. Oh, little Wolfie's
That's
sleeping.
Oh my god. Yeah, like, oh my god. It was like just too much.
Okay.
I'm feeling more mellow. I just need like,
Okay, how does this sound?
time to get into it.
Hi, guys, welcome back.
Is that how I sound?
Yeah.
I don't think I sound that.
And they're like, oh, I'm tired.
Anyway.
Oh, I'm tired.
Okay.
I just worked every day.
Miss, I don't have a job anymore. So I have all this energy.
But I'm still busy every day.
Anyway, what are you loving this week?
I was at our welcome.
Oh, you already did the welcome back.
Okay, what are we loving this week, Mika? You go.
There you go.
Ah.
Actually, I'll go because yours are always boring to listen to.
Are you for real? Mine are the most
I
exciting.
was listening to one of the episodes and it's like, you know your circle move thing, your move circle. Oh, you don't have an Apple Watch, never mind. So I've been doing an hour walk every day for 7 days in a row now. It's just like,
You're such a mocker. Yours is, I'm just so tired.
don't say
I'm just loving being a wife. I'm just loving being a wife to Becky Boo. I just love serving him.
Okay. Jeez, just starting off strong. Burning me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm loving this week?
What?
I bought a house.
Oh my goodness! Yes! Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah.
Tell everyone about that, Anika.
What is there to say? We got it. We bought one.
Amazing, well done. Hey, I don't think I'm getting recorded. I can't hear myself.
Are you serious?
No, I'm serious. I can't hear myself.
Mum, the neighbours can hear you. You're so loud.
You know how you have the echoing feeling? I don't have that.
What?
Can you hear me?
I can hear both you and I.
You know how you feel like you're on the mic? I'm on the mic. Oh, maybe I am. I don't know. Sorry, carry on. Okay.
Oh my
Congratulations, Anika.
Thanks.
That's amazing. Well
Thanks.
done, you two.
Thanks.
And without any help of mummy and daddies.
You say that, but both of our parents have always supported us and given us a place to live and grow our whole life.
Oh, yeah, but you haven't been handed money.
And you've given us good
Or
work
we're not
ethics.
guaranteeing or anything.
I know, but I feel like even though, yes, me and Beckham have paid for it ourselves, I don't like to say that we haven't done it without help, because we have done it with help, because, you know, we wouldn't have been able to do it if we didn't have support.
I think
from
when
our
you say that,
parents.
people think financial though, eh?
Yeah, but we've had other help.
Support.
Like you helped us with our wedding financially. That helped us.
It's not really about your house though.
But that money that we've put to savings.
Oh, but you guys have worked hard and saved your money. Well done.
Thank you.
That's really impressive. By the age of 23, without your parents' help, that is quite impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, so well done. And I hope you can encourage other people out there that you can do it.
Yeah, it's so possible.
Yeah.
You just got to put money aside and work hard.
Yeah, nothing comes
So all
with a
those
free
working
ride,
7 days a week is worth it.
All those, I'm tired.
Yeah.
So worth it, because now you're going to be in
So
your house.
worth it. I
So you move in
know.
next month.
Yeah, I think, just under a month we move in.
Goodness, this
It's
is
just crazy.
exciting.
So we've got to start packing and doing all the fun stuff.
Are you going to go make a baby room straight away? Like paint like a baby room? Like put baby furniture in there and a cot? No. Yeah? I don't know.
No.
Or you're going to make a spare room?
Well, I don't know. We only have one bed and we've got 3 bedrooms in this new house. We need to buy like 2 extra beds.
So you can have a spare room and a baby room.
If we have a baby.
Wow. No, but you could just make a baby
Oh
room,
my
even though you haven't got
gosh.
a baby. And like set up your toys and everything and just go in there and play. I'm already starting to think of doing that.
Right. Yeah, anyway, I'm so excited to like
It's very cool.
start fresh and like get new furniture and like redecorate. It'll be
Very
so exciting.
cool.
So that's what I'm loving.
Very, very proud.
One of the big goals for 2026 has already been done.
Yeah, and we're not even in April.
Yeah.
Amazing to
So
get it done
excited.
for the first bit in the year.
So cool. What about you? What are you loving this week?
I'm loving my new jumper. Because it's my army one. So I drove down to Wellington on Sunday and I drove back yesterday, Monday.
Which was crazy. So for you, that's driving, how long does it take to drive to Wellington?
6.5 hours.
One
7
way.
hours, yeah.
So you drove 12 hours within 2 days, within 24 hours.
Oh yeah, I've done that many times. So we go through Waiuru and Diesel's out on field at the moment. And so I stopped my car. I did this every time when he's out in the field. And I go out and I take a big deep breath in. And I'm like, I can smell Diesel.
You probably smell like all the other little smelly boys too.
No, I feel like I can smell my darling Diesel. And anyway, he had his phone with him and I texted him. I said, Diesel, I'm in Waiuru, where are you? Because I knew he was close by. And he said, I can't go where, he goes, I'm getting, what did he say? It was so funny. Getting captured and killed tonight. And I said, what? And he goes, and he's so serious with it. I'm getting captured and killed tonight. I'm the enemy. And
What
I'm
the
like,
heck?
what do you do for that? He goes, we get captured and get killed. And I'm like,
What do they do when they like get fake killed?
I don't know. And it was this
That's
reception
so
was really
random.
bad. So I was just kind of like,
What?
what's happening? And I was like, and he goes, I got to go. He couldn't hear me properly, and I was just, because it was right out in field. I was like, oh my goodness. But anyway, I stopped at the Army Museum, which I love. And I brought a jumper. That's what I'm wearing now. It's exactly the same as Diesel's, and he doesn't know I brought the same one as him. I know most 19-year-old boys would not want their mum to dress the same as him.
No.
But because he wears it quite a bit, this jumper, and when he wears it next and he's at home, I'm going to then put mine on and just go and stand next to him.
You know, your loves of the week every week includes something about Diesel. And I think it's like getting to a point, it's like you need a whole like room of just how much you love Diesel and like you're the biggest fan, and then you have like posters on the wall and it's like almost creepy.
Oh, I'm going to do that in Wellington. I'm going to get photos blown up of him with his uniform on and his gun.
Yeah, but not a room of like posters, right?
No, I'll just get it like, the entryway or something.
You know what? I've always been like, oh, it'd be so cool being Diesel, having all this like attention on you, like being a big child. But I'm actually so glad that I'm not, because I would actually hate it. That's so creepy.
That's so creepy.
I'm glad that I'm not the favourite. Because
He's not the favourite.
no, like I feel sorry for Diesel because like you're so obsessed with him. Like it's actually.
I am obsessed with Diesel, I know that, but he's
I'm
not my
so
favourite.
thankful I don't have someone like
I
that.
love you all the same, darling.
No.
I just don't see him
I
like
think you
much.
love us all the same, but you like us all differently. That's the truth.
No, I love you all the same.
Anyway, so you've been loving Diesel this week again.
Well, no, I love my new jumper. It's exactly like Diesel's.
Cool.
But I brought an army drink bottle. I brought an army statue for the garden. I brought an army jumper. Oh, and I brought an army calendar.
Wow. Please don't tell me it's like the firefighter calendars.
It's like that, but no, it's not like.
And your
men.
boy is not on there.
Oh, he would be every month if he was on there.
I'm cutting that out. That's so highly disgusting.
Don't. He's gorgeous. No, it's actually the money goes towards all the dogs in the army, like the dog handling kind of military dogs, and it's got a picture of like a different dog in every month, like with their little army uniform on. It's so cute. So that's what I'm loving. I went to the army museum and just was in awe of everything.
Wow.
I wanted to buy everything there. Nice. And you can get army Lego with big tanks and stuff.
I went to the Jordan Davis concert last week.
Oh, was that good?
That was cool. It just reminded me like he had like all his merch.
Oh, was that cool merch?
Yeah, and he had a guy performing for him, like opening for him, called Tucker Wetmore.
Oh, I love that name.
He's a country singer.
Oh, maybe I've come across him.
Was
he good?
Yeah, he was really good.
Oh.
But he had this merch, and one of his, because he has a song about brunettes, and one of his hat, he's got like this white hat and it's brown and it says brunette on it. I'm like, I need that hat.
Why didn't you buy that one instead of
So
My Way
we-
or the Highway?
Because we went with friends and we're like, after the concert, we're going to the merch stand and we're getting that hat.
Oh, and it
They
was
were all
sold out.
gone. I was like, where did these people get them? I don't even know if they were at the
Oh.
concert because I didn't even see them. Maybe they're just like his own merch online. But
You can go online probably and get them.
probably, but this is Jordan's hat.
When I saw her hat, it says
Read it out.
My Way or the Highway. I was like, that is such an Anika cap, like fully Anika.
And you know, when I put it on this morning, I was like, Mum's going to be like, perfect. It's
Yeah.
just made for you.
And I did. I said, oh my goodness, that hat is just literally made for you,
It's because
Anika.
it's a
My Way
lyrical
or the
from one of
Highway.
his songs. So I just thought it was so funny.
Perfect for you. Perfect.
And Beckham is also very like stubborn. He thinks his way is the highway too.
Oh, I think you're more stubborn than Beckham.
Oh no, I'm not. Beckham's way more stubborn than me. 100%.
Or maybe I just see your
I've
stubborn side
probably
more than
lost my
Beckham.
stubbornness because
No, you
he's
haven't.
overtaken the stubborn leader.
Oh, but you haven't lost your stubbornness,
but
trust me.
he's wearing this all week and I'm thinking,
Your hair looks cute, by the way, too, with your nice curls. The colours look nice through it.
Thanks. Yeah. Geordie messaged me today and she's like,
Ah.
bring back my curler.
Was it all in capitals?
And she put the message on loud effects, so it went like boom when you
How do you do
opened
it
the
on loud
message.
effects?
You like hold it down when you're sending it, and you can choose the effects. You know, you can see it with fireworks and balloons. And stuff.
Oh, no, I
And
don't
she
know how
said
to
with
do
that
that.
effect, so it like slams on your screen when you open it. And she had exclamation points. Please bring it back. I was like,
I thought
ooh.
loud is just when you're doing caps, but you can actually make it hit your screen.
Yeah, I was like, oh, like,
I've got to learn how to
wow.
do
I was
that
like, I
now.
just seen it because she's just so extra. Like,
I've got to learn to do that
chill.
when Ryan's annoying me. I'm going to do that.
What are we talking about today?
We've got some dilemmas. We have got some dilemmas for you guys. So we're going to read the dilemma out, and then we are going to
Give our take on
give
it.
our take
Our
on from
advice.
our a mother point of view and
Yes.
a daughter point of view.
Yes.
And yeah,
Because you guys loved our last one so much.
yeah, that was quite a popular one, the little dilemmas.
We're doing it again.
Yeah. So what one are we going to read out first?
Do you read out the first one for today?
Okay, first one. I've always been the kind of person who says things how they are. If someone asks for my opinion, I'll give it honestly. I don't believe in sugarcoating or telling people what they want to hear just to keep the peace. But lately it's been causing problems. My mum says I can be harsh and that I don't think about how my words affect people. She says there's a difference between being honest and being hurtful. The thing is, I don't mean to hurt anyone. I just feel like being fake is worse than being real. Now I'm starting to notice people getting defensive around me or even avoiding asking for my opinion altogether. So now I'm questioning myself. Is being this honest actually a bad thing? That's my cat behind me. Should I soften how I say things, even if it means not being completely real? Or should people just learn to handle the truth? There's a lot to unpick in that one.
Yeah, a
Anika.
lot to unravel. What are your
Okay.
initial thoughts?
Basically, should she be as honest? She thinks being honest has to be, I guess, tactless. Is that what I'm taking from it? And she's saying her mum is telling her that she comes across
Quite harsh.
quite harsh, and she thinks it's like, well, if I'm not like that, then I'm being not real and I'm being fake. But I definitely think it's all in your delivery, and you've got to learn to be a little bit tactless. Being honest doesn't mean you have to be mean.
No.
I feel.
No.
What do you reckon?
I think it's great that she's honest. Because so many people value honesty and want that.
Yes.
The real people who really,
And saying that though, some people do ask, can you be honest, but they don't like actually the answer. Do you reckon? I reckon there's lots of people out there that go, like, give it to me honest, but then they can't handle the honesty.
I guess so, but I think there's it's kind of just being socially aware of how to present the honesty is
Yeah.
pretty much what
You've got so
she's
much fluff on your pants.
Oh. It's because I'm sitting on this chair. Pretty much what she's struggling with is that she feels like she's doing the right thing because she's being honest, and she thinks she'd be doing the wrong thing if she wasn't being honest, but she's struggling with how to say it in a good way, and her mum's trying to make her aware of this, like, you need to say it in a kinder way.
And I'm guessing she's probably a little bit younger, so her mum's telling her that, like, maybe it comes with experience.
Yeah, but you don't want to sugarcoat it too much where it's kind of like you're not being that honest, but in some circumstances, in some situations, you do just want to read the room. Like, for example, like if you have a friend struggling with something and they're asking for your honest advice, they obviously want you to be honest, but there's a way of saying well, you're not going to hurt them more. Like, if you think about it before you speak, maybe. Like, if you think, if I'm going to be completely honest, is this just going to hurt her more and actually turn her away from me more? Or is it actually going to help her? So maybe softening the blow with, hey, I think you're doing this really well.
The sandwich
like a
effect.
positive. But my opinion is, and this is only coming from a place of love.
Yes, what's your opinion, Miss My Way or the Highway?
Is that I think this, that's how you would say it.
Oh, okay.
And it's coming from a place of love, and I really love you, but that's my honesty. And that way you're saying it in a kind way. You're saying nice things with the honesty slithered in there, but you're not saying, well, I honestly think it's this. And then harsh.
So tone's got to do a lot about it.
But some people like that. Some people don't want the softening effect. They want the
So you've got to kind of, as you said, read the room, like choose your audience. Like, well, who's asking me? Is this person a little bit more sensitive?
Yeah.
Or is this person likes it, like doesn't take offence to anything?
Yeah. People, who the people are if they want like black and white. And the people who just need a little bit of like feathers around the delivery. What do you have to say?
I agree with that. That's quite good. Yeah, it's like with Ryan, I'm like, he wants it just like, for example, with details, he just wants it, just give me the quick like bullet points. He doesn't want details. And then I say to him, because my personality, I'm like, give me all the details, give me all the fluff, tell me what everyone was wearing, like everything. And so I think that's the same way you've got to talk about the truth. And she's asked a question here, is being this honest actually a bad thing? Being honest is never a bad thing, I think. But I think people have got to, and I think it could be a learning thing as well, and a practice thing, sandwiching something and saying it nice. Because she's kind of putting like honesty with being blunt, but it doesn't have to be like that.
I definitely have struggled with this, and sometimes I still do myself. Like, for people close to me, I can say things honestly and not think about the way I'm saying it, and it can come across quite harsh. But then people who, like, aren't my immediate family, for example, I might, like, sugarcoat it even more, and it's like, it's probably actually not helping them, it's more hindering them because I'm not being completely honest, and they're asking me for that. So it's, like, really trying to find that good balance.
And it depends if that person is asking, that person is asking. Because I was going to say, if they're not asking, then you just don't need to say anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then it says, or should people just learn to handle the truth?
Which is so funny. Reminds me of Geordie.
A lot of people can't actually handle the truth, and it's a them problem, not a you problem, because they have to deal with that, got to deal with themselves and become a better person and always making yourself better. But I definitely think delivery is huge. It's like if you're a boss or a manager, you go around hurting people's feelings all the time, you're not going to be a very good boss or manager. It's about packaging things, and I definitely think that comes with experience and practicing and just always kind of, I guess, looking at things, thinking, how can I do that better? Yeah.
Nice. Okay. My daughter is living a lifestyle I don't agree with. It's not harmful, just very different from the values I raised her with. Every time I try to talk to her about it, she says I'm judging her and not accepting who she is. I'm torn between staying true to my beliefs and supporting my daughter. Do I speak up or stay quiet to keep the peace?
It's a hard one because she's not harming anyone, as she said. So what's the issue? But then if she's doing things that, I guess it's depending what she's doing. Is she hurting people? Obviously the mum has got some values and morals.
And she must not be hurting anyone if it's not harmful.
No. Wonder what it is.
It'd just be like, you raised me a certain way and I'm living my life now that I'm on my own completely differently to the way you raised me. And for you, you'd probably be like, that's not what I wanted her to turn out to be. She's not hurting anyone, but she's just doing things slightly differently. How would you react? Because I'm not a mum, so you could probably speak about this more.
It's a hard one because all you 3 kids would all do something that I probably don't 100% agree with. And I think you've got to think again, like pick your battles. Like, is it something that really matters? If it's a real, true, hardcore like value, like say you're a Christian, you believe in God, and then your child's turn around going, I'm an atheist and I'm not going to believe in God, that could be really hurtful. But at the end of the day, if you do believe in God, you've just got to put your trust in God that they've got, you know, their life, you know.
That He's got a good plan for them.
Yeah, and if it's not something like that, like for example, if say you don't drink and your daughter drinks, if she's not harming anyone, like if she's not harming herself, like she's not binge drinking, or if she's not an alcoholic and she's having a few glasses of wine,
or going out on the weekend,
I don't think that's an issue. Like, it's like
it's circumstantially though. Hey,
what does that, like, what do you mean by that?
It depends on the circumstance.
Yeah.
Like, what lifestyle is she living? I'm sure it would.
Or she living with her boyfriend and you don't agree with that.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be hard if your child was living a completely different life to the way that you raised them, like value-wise.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, I guess you have to be, and I'm not a mum, but I'm just saying this, at the end of the day, you have to feel good in yourself knowing that you did everything you can to be the best mum to raise them, and you did your absolute best, because everyone's trying their absolute best as a parent, right? And you've got to be okay with that she's her own individual person now, and you've done your part. And it would be hard, it might be a little bit heartbreaking at times, but as long as you guys love each other and she's still a good person and she's not hurting anyone, that's all that should matter at the end of the day. And you guys don't have to agree on everything, because as you grow up, you are going to develop your own opinions on things, and they're not going to be the same way that you were raised all the time. And
Totally.
just don't talk about those things together then.
No.
You know, and if you're going through a hard time, you know, talk to your spouse, or you know, you're going through it alone, talk to a friend for advice. I feel like for the mum if she's struggling.
Yeah.
But you just got to be happy that you've done your best, right? And that she's
Totally
on her own and she's happy. And
yeah.
Wouldn't you be happy that your child's happy?
Definitely. And I think there's a time and a place that you have raised your children and you've done the best you can, and it's time to let go.
Yeah.
And it is time to let go, and time to everyone is going to be their own human being, and to celebrate the things that you do see good in her. Like if she's got a good work ethic, or if she's doing that, then really look at the positive and look at that side of it.
I like that perspective, because it is really good and still important.
And then so you look for the best in your child and be like, hey, well, they're doing this, this and this. You can't win them all. And know that if you've taught them as much as you have, they might grow up and eventually realise, you know, differently, but I think you just need to release and trust what you've done, and what you've done as a parent, and what you've done is good. And let them be their own human being. And sometimes they've got to make mistakes to learn and grow. And you as a parent, even though it's so hard, you've literally got to put your hands back and go, this is their journey and this is their way to grow. And I think if you look at it from that point of view and go, well, they're going to learn, they're going to go through some hurt. Like I know, like all my kids are going to go through some hurt in their life, and that's so horrible. You don't want them to go through any hurt, but that's going to make...
You can't wrap them all up and bubble wrap forever.
No, and the thing is, what I look back on, what I went through, it's grown me as a person. It's made me have compassion. It's, you know, it's made me have resilience. And so if a kid doesn't go through anything like that, then they're not going to grow all those resilience and everything. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Have we answered that all right, that question?
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, the next one. I'm really struggling with my daughter at the moment. She's at the age where I believe she should be working, studying, or at least building some direction in her life. But she has no interest in getting a job right now. Whenever I bring up, she says she's figuring things out and doesn't want to work. She hates for the sake of it. I try to be understanding, but I also worry. Life isn't cheap, and I don't want her to fall behind or become too comfortable relying on me. At the same time, I don't want to push her so hard that she shuts down or resents me. So I'm stuck between two sides of myself. Do I give her space and trust she'll find her way in on her own time? Or do I set firm expectations and push to take responsibility now, even if she doesn't like it? As a parent, where does support end and tough love begin? Tough love begins when the baby's born and you leave them crying in the cot.
I feel like it's tricky, but I also feel like she might not get along with you right now if you like push her, but it's gonna help her in the long run.
She's obviously left school because she's old enough to work or go to university.
And I
so it's over 18.
And it can be tricky because you don't want to like make a relationship with your daughter hard, but I also think it's your duty still. You're still her mum to push her and do that if she's not doing it.
She's obviously living at home and she's obviously not paying her way.
Is she going through a hard time, maybe mentally? Maybe have an open discussion with her, like, is there something stopping you from going out there? Because
is it something mentally, or is it just literally being lazy?
If it's being lazy, you need to get out there and show tough love, I reckon.
Absolutely. Pull the rug from under her feet.
She's not going to get any better if she thinks she can just coast her whole life. Yeah. And you've always, like, if you're supporting her by showing her what the real world is. You know, like you might feel like you're supporting her by saying like, I'm giving her a place to live, you know, I'm doing this. But if she's not learning and she's happy just doing nothing, you're actually not supporting her because you're hindering her future.
I guess you've got to look at it and think, is she got some health issues going on, mental health, or is she physically like, is she got disability or something? Or is she lazy? I think you've got to find that.
And obviously if she's going through something like emotionally or...
Yeah, or is she just having a good free ride at home?
Yeah.
That's when you need to be tough, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a hard one, like, because you want to, like for me, for example, even, I've always want the door open. I want all my children to be at home with me, but they've got to learn. They've got to be an adult. And they've got to go out and they've got to, like, yeah. It's a hard one because I want to talk a bit about Joy, but I don't know if she'll like that.
I can speak from like situations where I felt you give me tough love, and I haven't liked it at the time.
But when have I given you tough love?
I can't remember the exact moments of times. All I'm saying is I remember like moments where, you know, you've been like tougher on me, like you need to do this, blah 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 blah, and I might not have liked it at the time, but looking back on it, I'm glad that you've done it because now I feel thankful for it because I'm doing things for myself, and I wouldn't have been able to do that if you hadn't set me up for that and pushed me. It's like the birds, letting the baby birds learn to fly out of the nest. You can't keep them in the little bird's nest forever.
Oh, they're so cute, aren't they?
But they're going to have to fly out one day. You have to get them ready and they have to go. They can't just...
And if you don't teach them to fly, then you're actually disabling them.
You are.
Yeah. That's actually quite a good little analogy, Anika Sky. Yeah, that's really good. It's like a little bit like that tough love, like I've probably been a little bit on the extreme, but I'm like, no, you're cooking dinner one night this week, or you're making your lunch from the age of 6. Like, you know, because they've got to learn.
Yeah, they do.
It's good for them. It's good for them.
It's life at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're still loving them and supporting them.
Yeah, so maybe you just need to be a little bit harder.
Depending on the situation.
Yeah. Depending on the situation, but yeah. I think these parents helicopter their children too much these days. I can say that. Like, that's like they do helicopter parent. Oh, it's like, whoa, my goodness. And they help them so much financially. It's kind of like, my goodness, they need to stand on their own 2 feet eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's, I guess, every situation's different, isn't it? Yeah. So that's our dilemmas.
Yeah.
For this week.
Interesting perspectives. Our quote for the week. Shout out to everyone making progress that no one recognizes because you never let anyone see your darkest moments. You've been silently winning battles and transforming yourself. Be proud of every step you're making in the right direction. Keep going because you got this.
Amazing.
A little bit of motivation.
Amazing. Love that. Love it. That's the case.
Anyway, thanks guys for listening to this week's episode.
Like and subscribe.
us like and subscribe. And if you've got any other ideas for future episodes, don't forget to let us know.
Yeah, and keep sending in
dilemmas. We love hearing your dilemmas and
yes,
giving you our perspectives.
Yeah, amazing.
Hope you enjoyed. See you next week.
A brilliant week, everyone. Work hard, play hard.